6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm all in like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Carry for Dalvin Cook. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a hook up downfield on second down, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Second and 9. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
To throw is Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
18-yard line.
Third and long for Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To
Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go deep. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Bridgewater. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Room here to run. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
14. First down, Vikings.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Give to Cook out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And the Vikings first down.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holding.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd down at the 15-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their time. Timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Short yardage, Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 miles.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the 30 on second down, Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
The tackle made back
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the gun, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That is caught at the 7. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On second down, Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter step if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. You. No. Switch.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 46. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
15. First down, Vikings.
They run. Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jeremy Chin there defensively. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On second down, it's Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Steps away to his left. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Minnesota. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
An incredible, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. On first down, it's Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Cook. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Cook on the toss left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Eric Kendricks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Vikings 38.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Christian McCaffrey. That's a gain of 6. Brings up
on 3rd and 1. Here's Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They run it again with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Play fake. Bridgewater. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that felt...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you can hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.